Hi, I'm Derek. I've been with Forex Briefcase for about a year now, and my returns is about 36% to date. And I like working with Forex Briefcase because it set me at ease. I don't have to worry about my account; just let them do the account for me. So yeah, I highly recommend Forex Briefcase.
My name is Ken Hong. I started my account in 2019 February, and till now I've grown about 20%-ish in terms of returns. And compared to the other investment opportunities, what I feel is that it's very hands-off. Firstly, very hands-off, and then on top of that, the growth rate is quite ideal for me personally. Yep.
Hi, I'm Franco. I started with Forex Briefcase about a year ago. So far I've made about 30%. And I like this because of the safety net that they have, and also the team is very good. So this has helped to pay for some of my little holidays and presents for myself. Yeah, so you guys should do it too.
Hi, hello, I'm Jin. I'm a Forex Briefcase customer for about 10 months. So the returns over the past 10 months, about 20%. It's quite, I would say it's a very good returns, and it's a very safe vehicle with, I think the drawdown that experience is maybe just 2 or 3%, and it's just once a month. So overall, I'm very satisfied with the returns, and yeah, I recommend anyone to join this program as well. Thank you.
Want to hire a trader to trade the Forex market for you and get a good ROI on your capital without fear of abscondment or unauthorized withdrawals from your trader or money manager? For a market that trades around $5 trillion daily in volume, it stands to reason that there are traders profiting from Forex. Otherwise, the Forex market would have become unpopular and faded out. Forex Briefcase proprietary trading strategy and risk management techniques have been proven to be profitable over a data set of 5,000 plus real trades, not backtest results. You may be thinking, how do I hire a trader without the risk of trader or money management abscondment, running away with your money? Traditionally, investors transfer a sum of money to the trader's personal account to allow the trader to trade for them. This setup is unregulated and non-transparent, and it's easy for the trader to run away. With our Forex Briefcase MAM multi-account manager setup, investors deposit their funds with a regulated brokerage that adheres to strict rules, such that only the rightful owner of the account can withdraw from the account. This means that Forex Briefcase merely trades for you through a contractual agreement. Forex Briefcase does not have the rights to make any withdrawals. Now you can earn a passive income, having Forex Briefcase trade for you while you enjoy the flexibility and security of holding the funds under your own name. Contact us to find out more.
Okay. So how's everyone today? Wow, Louis looks tired. KK looks exactly the same as last night at 10 o'clock. As we have some people coming in, John, you want to get us started?
Yeah, sure. Yep, so good morning, everyone. Welcome to our daily 11 a.m. Seminar. Okay, just a short intro of what we do. Okay, we run an 11 a.m. seminar every morning, okay, to go through each specific currency pairs for each day. So today being Tuesday, Wednesday already, right?
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday we have we have Euro. Okay, so yesterday, Monday, Jin went through Aussie and Kiwi dollar. Okay, today the Euro, tomorrow we'll be going through Pound. Okay, Thursday we have Yen and Gold. Okay, and lastly Friday we have Canadian dollar and oil. Okay, so for those who are joining us for the first time, I'd like to give you a warm welcome. Also, just going to launch a quick poll here. Okay, to find out how many of you are the first time. I see some unfamiliar names. Okay, so I greatly appreciate if you can just fill this up quickly.
I'm guessing 80% regulars. Oh wait, 100%.
Yep. So as you are filling that up, okay, this seminar, okay, happening every day, will be beneficial for both long-term investors and shorter-term traders, as Jin will be going through, okay, different time frames and micro and macro moves that affect each currency pair. Okay, but however, just a disclaimer, please use Jin's advice as assist with your own trading, do your own analysis. Okay, and the advice given is not meant to be a trade recommendation. All right, so just a short introduction about myself. My name is Jonathan. I've been working with Jin for about four years plus now. Okay, starting off as a student. Okay, and then finally a coach, trader, and business partner. Jin has also spoken internationally on many global stages. Okay, and I'm sure some of you have been to his events or see his events online. Okay, and probably that's one of the reasons why you are here as well. Okay, so before I hand the time over to Jin, okay, welcome the 3 new members. Okay, I'm just going to launch another poll to find out where did you guys get to know about us.
Almost at my correct of 80% regulars. One more person vote and it'll be 80% regulars. We are also live on Facebook in Forex Trading Asia. So as we get started, click share, drop into Forex Trading Asia and help me click share. That'd be awesome. Right. So I see a lot of regular faces. There are just a couple of you who are new. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is Tuesday. We will be doing the euro and the euro pound and any other questions you have. So as I just mentioned, we are live on Facebook on Forex Trading Asia. Help me a great deal by clicking share on that. This is also recorded, so we'll go onto YouTube later today. If you have any questions, put it in the Zoom chat on the side here. And then one of the guys will let me know that there's a question and we will get to those questions. Okay, so I'll try to make this a bit more interactive, get you to ask more questions, get you to give me your thoughts. But let's get started. Are we ready to get started? Big thumbs up if we are. Or should we wait another 5 minutes? Come on, where's all the thumbs? All right, here we go. Okay, so jumping straight into it without further delay, or some delay. Euro US on the daily time frame. So today we're talking about the euro. Looking at the Euro US, the chart is a mess. I think I say that every time I talk about the euro. It is a mess. It's really been sitting in that range since the last time we spoke. We said that it might drop lower, but it hasn't. I'm trying to bounce up. It's still sitting at the 1.09 level right now. We spoke yesterday in the Traders Club meeting on Monday night, about what could happen to the euro, a bit about what could happen to the euro. The support package of 500 billion might or might not happen. Right now, there are also further talks about further stimulus. I'll show you that link later. And then what could happen to the US as well. So I'm actually changing my tone a little bit on the euro now. I think that, at this point, I think that the upside might be a bit more likely than the downside break this support, which is also why just before we started, I said, in the chat that I think there might be quite a nice big trade happening here. I wouldn't look at it on the daily time frame as much, although I'm thinking of the upside, a tight stop with a good upside. I don't think it'll go all the way to 1.11. That's a bit too optimistic. I think a 1.10 might be good, or actually about that level would be good. So about 1.10. Probably not so great on a daily time frame because you have to wait for the candle to close and all that sort of thing. I think that looking at it on H4, I'm more interested, especially if it goes up just a little bit more. I could be looking at this trade, say above 1.09. I'll be a bit more conservative, give it a bit more space, 1.0930, you know, a good 40 pip stop. We get an 80 pip, 90 pip take there, or possibly even a little bit higher. So I would say that, let's say about 1.0930 with a 40 pip stop and about that point there, about 100 pip take. So we're still looking at about a 1 to 2 or 1.2 points, 1 to 2 point something risk reward. That is a trade that I think could happen quite well over the course of today and tomorrow, as we see some optimism in the euro, and also, you know, we might see markets starting to anticipate a bit of a weaker US dollar coming because of the weaker GDP that we anticipate coming from the US. So Euro US on the upside on an H4 time frame, I think we could see that upward move. I'll tell you about the triggers which I anticipate after this. On the Euro Pound, you know, let me get onto the H4 let me look at it on daily first. Euro Pound, I loved this trade. Okay, so it's past tense because we spoke about it for a very long time, as it was bouncing in between the 0.88 and 0.87 level. It was bouncing in that range, and then we spoke about the straddle a lot. You know, every week we spoke about the straddle and how it was going to break. It finally did break. It made quite a good trade for me, especially personally. Let me zoom that in a little bit. Right, so I really like that trade because I actually did that straddle and caught that, you know, 60 stop with that 150, 140 take. I did it in multiple tranches, so I was quite happy with that trade. However, at this point now, since the last time we spoke about it, I said it was going to sit there, you know, either move your stop loss up or close that trade, because I didn't feel like it was going to go up any further, or it was possibly going to retrace back. It hasn't really gone up or retraced back. It's really been sitting across again. So that's actually one of the major characteristics of the Euro Pound. It sits across quite a bit before that big shoot upwards or shoot downwards, because, you know, the Euro and the Pound are so highly correlated that it pretty much cancels each other out a bit on the Euro Pound. So you need one distinct move in either the Euro or in the Pound to push the Euro Pound quite significantly. So at this point now, you know, it is sitting in that range of, in that type. It is sitting in that little range again, right? So if it does break downwards, you know, it could go back into this support level. I'm not so keen on it breaking downwards. If it does break upwards, it could be quite interesting. With my view on the Euro possibly moving higher, my anticipation is for the Euro Pound to possibly break above this range and go higher. But based on the price action now, you know, it looks like it's possibly going to go a little bit lower before any possible upward move. Okay, so it sounds like a lot of conflicting information. It could go higher, but it needs to go lower first. That is how it is. The Euro Pound is likely to be. So, you know, if I were to draw my typical lines again, I would think that the Euro Pound is probably going to go something like that, go down a little bit before an upward move again. Similar to what we've seen here, you know, it's set across. went down a little bit, tried to break lower. Some people, the more skeptical among us might say it's trapping all the sellers before shooting back up. It could happen here again. It's likely to break lower before shooting back up again. Looking at it on the H4, I would put that line there and say that the 0.8912 level is going to be quite crucial. It probably will test this level before going back up, but I'm looking for the euro pound to buy if it breaks and closes above the 0.8980 level. Okay, so we are in that range of that 67 pip range. It has to break above before I'm looking for a very good possible buying opportunity. Say for example a good 100 pip stop with a good 100 pip take again. So a 1-to-1 risk reward at this point if it does break above the 0.8980 level. Okay, so actually, while I say in the chat that I was anticipating one very good trade, I actually have two very good trades possibly happening in the Euro US and also in the Euro Pound. However, the Euro Pound picture is probably going to be a bit more complete after tomorrow when we look at the pound as well. So remember, the Euro Pound is made up of both how the Euro US moves and how the Pound US moves, or rather the strength of the Euro dollar and the Pound and the UK Pound. So we need to look at both those currencies to understand how the Euro Pound is moving. I'm going to complete that picture tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So make sure you tune in for that. Okay, so I'll leave those lines there. We'll jump into the triggers. Oh wait, before that, any questions so far? JJ, we are not, you are very late because we looked at Aussie US yesterday. So yesterday is Aussie US, today is the Euro. Okay, good stuff. Now we'll jump into the triggers. Okay, so we look at the triggers. Let me just have a look at this. All right, so the triggers today we don't have much super high impact news. Today we're looking at the yen. We've got some news from the yen. We've got a bit of German news, German consumer climate. We have the ECB financial stability review and a bit of US consumer confidence. So this is possibly one of the reasons why I think that we might see a bit of a weaker US dollar. They are anticipating an improvement in the consumer confidence, and I think that's a little bit optimistic. So we might, I do think that we might see some negativity coming through. We might see a bit of a negative news coming out, and that might push the US dollar a little bit weaker. On Wednesday, we have the Canadian, we have New Zealand, so nothing much about the euro. We do have President Lagarde speaking about the response to the COVID-19 at the youth event. So take note, as the European Youth Event 2020, probably not going to be super policy implementing kind of a press conference. Even questions are probably going to be, a little bit tuned down. Volatility might be expected, but I don't think that it's going to be something major. So, but then we did speak about, let me just show you that news. ECB saying more stimulus is probably on the way, right? So those are the things that I'm reading, and I'm thinking that as they stimulate, perpetual bonds could save the European Union. Those are the things, and with the previous news about how they're possibly going to try and push through 500 billion of stimulus into the economy to try and stimulate more activity. That's also one of the reasons why I see a possible upside in the euro. Okay, and also on Thursday we have the US GDP, quarter on quarter, previous -4.8, expected to be -4.8. we could probably see a little bit of a worse number, maybe even -5, or even even a -5 would be terrible. Even a -4.8 again, as expected, as previous, would be terrible because it's quarter on quarter. So as we see consecutive negative GDPs could signify a possible recessionary alarm as well. So those are the things I'm paying a bit more attention to, which could trigger, which could trigger that Euro US to move a little bit higher, to close higher first, and then also play out that possible upside move. Okay, I see that triggering. Okay, any other questions at this point? Yeah, I'll do a quick review because we don't have that much. We do a quick review on the Aussie. Aussie has, we said it was going to sit across or go a bit lower before moving slightly higher. It has sat across, moving slightly higher, not that much in the Aussie because of yesterday's holiday, so we haven't seen that much movements. New Zealand, the US dollar, same thing. We said it was probably going to go lower after the earthquake, but nothing much happened. Actually, today it went up, not by a lot, it went up by that less than 30 pips or 30-ish pips. So not that crazy a move. I still think that it's probably going to go up, test that level, the 6151 level, before possibly coming back down again. So there was a quick update on the Aussie and also the Euro. Okay. Let me jump into the Traders Club. So I know most of you are already Traders Club members. So I'm just going to do this quite quickly. Those of you who are not Traders Club members, go look for us on Facebook at LCMS Traders Club. It is $49 a month to join, or $199 a year. $199 a year is less than $1 a day to help your overall trading journey. What we do here yesterday, we just had a session at 9 o'clock. Really just coaching attendees on how to trade better, psychology, how to enter a trade, what to consider while entering a trade. I actually really enjoyed yesterday's session where everybody was sharing their point of view, sharing their experiences. Signals are there. Samuel was on yesterday as well and shared quite a very good article there. Kenneth does an update at 9 o'clock every night to let you know whether my 11 o'clock currency call is still valid or what are the other news items to pay attention to, right? And those of you who are already on Telegram channel, you get the trade signals there. We get the trade signals first in the LCMS Traders Club. And not only do you get the trade signals here, you also get all the analysis behind the trade signals. Why are we entering a trade? The step-by-step process behind entering the trade, and also whether to get out at take profits level 1, 2, or 3. The recommendations are all there. All right, but most importantly, why you need to join the LCMS Traders Club is because we've got a lot of info, a lot of courses, a lot of updates here where we tell you how to do economic news. There's coaching sessions. There's actually one tomorrow night as well. So every Wednesday we do a coaching session, how to read economic news, how to trade that, back-testing different strategies, support, resistance, trend. Straddle is going up as well. All the different courses that we do during the sessions are recorded and also will be uploaded for all members. People sharing trade ideas, sharing their experiences. The weekly live call with the Straddle is here. So if you want to learn how to trade the Straddle, how to learn different trading strategies, they're all there. So definitely have to join. $199 a year is less than $20 a month. It's about $15 a month. If you're not going to put in $15 a month to learn how to trade better, I would worry for you. Okay, so any questions at this point? Very short and sharp today. Euro possible upside, needs to break above the, let me check my numbers again. Needs to break above the 1.09 level once. Wait, let me check the number. 1.0925, 1.0930 level before a possible upside. Very good risk reward there. Euro pound are probably going to wait a bit later and play out a bit longer. Needs to break above the 0.8982 level before a good one-to-one upside at that point. Okay, questions? Tomorrow is pound and also the coaching call. Everyone's quiet, everyone's happy. Okay, John, you want to take it back?
Sure. So, yeah, thanks, Jin, for the insights on Euro today. Okay, I think at this point of time, the trade setups are not formed, so we can, monitor to see and be patient a bit. Just be a little bit patient for the entry. Okay, also to monitor some news release that Jin has highlighted. Okay, mainly the US consumer sentiment and the news on developing news on whether the Euro policy will pass. Okay, and in the meantime, just remember to all the pairs that Jin has highlighted. Okay, if they start moving, then there could be some opportunities. But remember to do your own analysis. Okay, also don't forget to tune in tomorrow again at 11. Okay, and the coaching session for Traders Club members tomorrow night. If you haven't joined, okay, the link is in the chat. Okay, upon subscription, you'll be added immediately and you can access all our content and coaching sessions right upon registration. Okay, so I just launched a quick poll, okay, again, to find out how you feel about this session. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. And after that, yeah, we will conclude the session. Thank you.
Alrighty, so as you fill that in, we're looking for everyone to respond to that. All the Traders Club members, make sure you keep firing your questions into the club, and then we'll get back to you as soon as possible. We're looking forward to more signals as well. And then if you have any questions on the signals or analysis that you need help with, put your charts up there, and then we will look at it and get back to you. Check out the YouTube channel as well if you need a recording of this analysis. Alrighty, take care now. Trade safe, trade well. See you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Thanks all.